Kaylee joins us now. So first off, Kaylee, how are you feeling? I know that you had that really bad one day, but any other symptoms since we last spoke?
Yeah, Lindsay, since we last spoke, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster. There was a day where my congestion was back in a big way. It was hard to breathe through my nose, but I don't want that to be mistaken for respiratory symptoms because I really didn't have any of those. This was just congestion. This morning I woke up with a sore neck and immediately was like, oh my gosh, is this process starting all over again? But I genuinely think I just might have
Slept
a little tension there from the stress of all of this and slept the wrong way. Exactly. But I am feeling better. I am feeling like I'm back to my old self. And I'd say it's been at this point about 4 days of that. So it's a good feeling.
And do you know how long it will be until you can take yourself out of isolation, and beyond that, how you think this experience will affect once you've officially recovered?
So it's a very good question, Lindsay, and right now I honestly don't know the answer, and the experts who I've asked that same question to don't have clear guidance on what to tell me. So I actually got a call on Thursday, I believe it was, from an LA County public health nurse who said, you are now 7 days, more than 7 days at that point, past the onset of your symptoms. You have had improving condition for more than 72 hours, and you haven't had a fever for more than 72 hours, so you're released from isolation. I heard this news, I couldn't believe it, because initially I was told it was 14 days from the onset of the symptoms that I needed to be in isolation. So after a moment of just sort of a deep breath and a sigh of relief, I said, oh my goodness, I can't even believe it. So what does this mean now? Can I go back to work? You know, can I walk down my street? Can I go to the grocery store? She says, well, we would like you to continue to quarantine and social distance until the pandemic is under control.
So potentially weeks or months?
I don't understand. Exactly. And I called our Dr. Jennifer Ashton and said, can you help me make sense of this? What does this mean practically? And she said, there are just so many unknowns.
Right.
These guidelines continue to change. And the only way that I will know for certain at this point that I am no longer a carrier of this virus is if I get tested again.
Which is highly unlikely at this point, right?
Exactly. And on that same phone call with LA County Public Health, they said, yes, well, you could get tested again, but we're not offering to test you.
Right.
You would need to find someone who could administer that test. And I have a problem, you know, sort of morally in all of this with asking for another test when I've already been so fortunate to get one, when there are so many people out there begging for them. So at this point, I feel, honestly, I feel a little bit trapped in some form of purgatory, but I'm not interested in, and I don't see any reason to put anyone else at risk when, in reality, all of us should be hunkering down at home as much as we possibly can. And so I'm staying put for a while longer.
That's a really interesting conundrum, and I appreciate you sharing that with us, because I think a lot of people, we just haven't gotten into that territory yet of, okay, at what point are you kind of released? So anyway, we hope that you continue to have a speedy and complete recovery, Kaylee, and thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.